Well, halito. It got cold here in Houston. It got 33 degrees this morning. 33 degrees. Crazy thing is, this weekend it's gonna be 80 degrees. It's gonna be 80. That got me to kind of reminiscing. My first truck, I was 16 years old. It was a 1984 Chevy C10, full-size truck. Sort of a tan color on the outside. And I was painting it black, matte black. Anyway, though, that old truck was a good truck. Bought it for $1,000 cash. Took that to my grandparents' place. My grandfather yanked it apart, put a new rear end on it, mats, new windshield. The windshield's all broken and everything. Did a lot of work in the truck. I think a carburetor, put a carburetor on it, a radiator, I think it was. Yeah. But that truck, one thing we never got fixed on it was AC and heat. Summertime, it was hot. Wasn't that bad though. You can sort of roll your window down, crack your window. And the old trucks had a little side vent window. You go in and unlatch it, and you could crank that sideways and get a little air flow into it. Bad both sides. So that wasn't too bad. The hard part though, the hard part of life was winter times. I used to carry a blanket in that truck with wintertime, and had no heat. No heat, didn't work. So we started up and let it warm up a little bit. If you didn't warm up, if you didn't warm it up, it ran bad. Once you got warmed up, it was good. But yeah, you put a blanket across your lap and everything, and you get it all bundled up, and you can drive it. Good old truck though. I had it for about 8 years. Bought it when I was 16. Left home when I was 17. Got married, I think about 18, 19, got married. Yeah. And then when I was about 21, 22, around there somewhere, ended up moving to Florida, moving to West Palm Beach, Florida. Drove the truck all the way to West Palm. People say it wouldn't make it. People say that truck ain't gonna make it. It made it. Didn't have a fuel gauge. Fuel gauge didn't work either. Fuel gauge didn't work. Had an oil pressure gauge. Temperature didn't work. I mean, it's just a wore out truck. I think it had over 300,000 miles on it. But drove it to Florida. Had to do the mathematics on the fuel. I figured on a good highway, just straight highway, I was making about 15, 16 miles per gallon. In the city, it was more difficult. In the city, I was making about 12 miles a gallon, give or take, 11, 12. But I would fuel up and have a little tablet, write down the note, write down how many miles I had on it, and kind of did the math beforehand about how much miles I can go on this tank of gas, or on a safety margin. And then when I looked out and saw that odometer reading about that mileage, time to get gas. But also I carry a little gallon gas can back in my truck, because there was a few times I ran out of gas. Going on the road, all of a sudden it would put and just stop and roll to a stop. One time I got rolled to the stop. I rolled right into the gas station. Kind of lucky on that one. But yeah, drove to Florida. Had it for 8 years total. Drove to Florida, and one morning, had a little job. Was it on a cruise ship? The little party ship I used to work on. I think it was that. Anyway, I started it up in the morning. Went back inside the house to get my lunch and pour me a cup of coffee and everything. And kind of noticed there was a weird glow on the like little kitchen wall. Looked outside, the truck was on fire. Yeah, some kind of short. Something shorted down in it. That truck has some issues, electrical issues. That's when the AC didn't blow. The blower worked, but you get it on, it'll blow for like 4 seconds, like that, and it'll blow a fuse. So there was a short somewhere in it. But yeah, that's a good truck though. I ain't gonna lie. I sort of missed that truck. Tough truck. Built tough back in those days. But yeah, it caught on fire, burned up on me. I went and called the junkyard. I couldn't. Yeah, all the wiring was by that time the motor was still good. But yeah, all the wiring and everything was just pretty much gone. I couldn't get it turned over, and no matter what I could do, I couldn't get the wires ran to it, to get it even started. So kind of is what it is. Ended up selling it to a junkyard for like 80 bucks, scrap. But yeah, these cold days remind me of those days of driving around the old Chevrolet in the wintertime. Blanket across the lap, all bundled up. No heat. Summertime wasn't that bad though. It wasn't bad. Yeah, I like the heat. Heat don't bother me. that. Please select your key.